So today we got a question from Nick, who's curious about the dating policies that I have at my gym, because he says at his gym there's a strict no dating policy, and it's a bit of a struggle for him because he's a young guy. I think he's like 18 or 19, and he spends a lot of time in the gym training, and he feels very confident in the gym, opposed to some of the other places where you might meet someone, he doesn't feel that confident there. And so he's like, this is kind of a struggle because, I feel good in this place, and the places where we normally meet people, I hate being in these places. And there are these people that are kind of attractive and that I like, and I would like to be able to talk to them, but I'm not allowed to. And so he's curious about, what my thoughts on it are, about dating in the gym, and also what my policy is in my gym. So Nick, thanks for the question, brother. And listen, I understand your coach's policy on it because I've seen the dating in the gym thing go completely differently. I've seen it go like great, like amazingly well. We're getting married and having a life together. And I've also seen it go the opposite direction, like life-alteringly bad. I hate your guts and I'm going to destroy you, whatever, that kind of stuff. I've seen it go both ways. And so I can understand. But that's relationships in general, isn't it? But here's some ideas sort of to kind of chew on if you are deciding to date someone in the gym, or maybe just want a little bit of something to think about. So I started dating, and this is one of the reasons why I couldn't put a no dating policy in the gym if I wanted to, because I started dating my fiance from the gym. Now, I knew her before she started training at my gym. She originally trained somewhere else and then came over to my gym. And this is funny, I even hit on her back in the day. Like I remember I saw her at a tournament and I was like, hey, do you want to hang out or whatever? And I remember she was like, yeah, we can hang out as friends, right? So I got friend zone. So I was like, all right, I'm not touching, I'm leaving it alone, whatever. So when she came to my gym, I still found her attractive and thought she was nice, but I didn't want to push it and I wouldn't ruin her experience, so whatever. But we ended up hanging out a lot. And so we had a mutual group of friends. We would go out and get food and stuff like that after training and, lift weights or whatever. And so she would hang out with us a lot. And that gave her a chance. This is her, being able to, so this is kind of going backwards a little bit, but she got a chance to sort of see me not being, the jiu-jitsu coach Chewy, which is important because she actually got to see who I was. Because, each one of us, we're different people. We're the same person, but we're sort of different to different people. You can think about how you are with a job interview versus how you are with your best friend versus how you are with the relationship in your parents. I mean, you're different people, and you have sort of a different set of social armoring that you wear to present yourself to the world, depending on the situation you're in, right? And so when we're just hanging out, she got a chance to see me as who I really am, or when I'm a little bit more relaxed, or when I'm not in teacher mode. And she got a chance to see that, and I got a chance to see who she actually was. Because again, I thought she was attractive and whatever, and she lifted and was doing jiu-jitsu with me, but other than that, I didn't really know a lot about her. And so later on, when we decided to start dating, we moved incredibly slow. Granted, maybe it was fast for the 1950s or something, but we moved slow. By today's standards and how promiscuous people are, we moved really, really slow by every measure in that relationship. And we were hanging out with each other for months before we even made it official, because we were trying to figure out, do we actually like each other before we make this thing official and before it becomes a thing in the gym and all that stuff. Because this way, if we didn't like each other, we can cut the cord. We can say, you know what, it's not working. And this is the thing that I would encourage you, if you decide to start dating someone in the gym, tread lightly, okay, and respect the situation and move very slowly. Because again, what happens is what I've seen in the past is people they get into this relationship with this person who shares the same passion that they have. You like jiu-jitsu too? I love jiu-jitsu. And we train together all the time and it's so much fun. And then what happens is they get latched onto into that person. And then later on, they start to learn who that person really is, and they don't like it. And then it creates all kinds of friction and turmoil because you didn't really get to know the person. You got really attached to this idea of this passion that they have, and you started being in a physical relationship with them. You got attached to all that stuff, and then eventually you actually got to know who that person is, and you realize, oh, this is a bad idea. And then it goes south. So you want to make sure you actually know the person before you decide to really lock it in and go and be with that person for a long period of time. Also, if you guys decide to break up, or if the person breaks up with you, you got to be an adult about it. That's as simple as that. One of the things that's happened before in the past in our gym is I've seen people who get very jealous, right? Because it's one of these things that, people have to be, this is just relationships in general, but people will be in the relationship And when the person breaks up with them, they feel like they own that person. It's just that person is theirs, right? That's not your person. You don't own them. And likewise, if like the guy's dating the girl or the girl's dating the guy, if one of them, each other breaks up with it, you don't own that person. If they decide to go separate directions, you got to be an adult about it and let it go. And again, I've seen this go both ways. I've seen people that broke up, they were seeing each other, they broke up, and then afterwards, like a week later, you would have never known that they were any relationship together. And then I've seen it go the opposite direction where we've had to like give people the boot because they just couldn't let things go. And so again, take that for what you will. Again, if I could share any advice for anybody that's planning on dating someone in the gym, again, from my experience and from other students that I have that been in these situations, again, go very slow with it, with the whole process to make sure that this way, if something doesn't work out, things don't get too serious too quickly and you can just kind of back off and it's no big deal. Opposed to jumping into it and letting that excitement of meeting someone that's into the same interest as you and letting it sort of drag you too fast. And so again, that would be my idea for you. And hopefully that's helpful to you, Nick, and anybody else that's in the situation. And I'll talk to you guys next time.